Welcome to Split Your Head. I'm your host, Bob, and today's special guest is Victor Gabriel, an underground horror filmmaker whose most recent feature, Blood Gorge, was a Halloween set gore-drenched slasher that felt equal parts cozy and crass. It was also a film that was not afraid to ask the deeper questions, like, would you rather fart every time you come or come every time you fart? Victor's now in the process of making an even more ambitious and over-the-top banger called Hellmare, and I've got him on here to talk about this endeavor and also to see what the answer is to this philosophical question. So, Victor, you were saying that you have a different answer for every person you meet. Is that
Yeah,
based on like socioeconomic status or gender or what part of the world they're from or age or
yeah.
like, yeah.
You know what? Let's start with the socioeconomics of it all, because if you have to come in your pants every time you fart, you'll be going through pants and doing a lot more laundry. So that would be for the affluent, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
it does have a socioeconomical foundation to the crux of the philosophical notion.
Yeah.
Would you rather fart every time you come or come every time you fart? Um,
If it's only for the affluent, really puts a spin on eat the rich.
yeah, they love farting. They love coming, dude. The rich
Yeah.
people love to come and fart. So,
It's very decadent.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of decadent, Hellmare.
Um,
You
right.
sent me the trailer for that a couple months back, and I was convinced that it was an anthology. And then I
Yeah.
watched your Indiegogo campaign from 11 months ago, just before doing this interview with you, and
Mm.
it's not an anthology. So let's talk about it.
Okay. So, like I was trying to say before my internet fucked my butt, um, I still kind of consider it a anthology to a degree, just involving all of the same characters. I don't know if that makes sense, but the movie's about people that go to watch a movie called Hellmare, and before the film, they watch 3 trailers for other movies because they're watching it on a video cassette tape. And once they get sucked into the movie, they encounter all the villains and stuff of the other movies, the trailers. And I think that's sort of anthological in its own right. And we get to watch the entire trailers in the movie all the time. So they're like little movies within the movie, which is sort of anthological. So I still, though it's a long narrative, I still think it's got anthological tendencies, if that makes sense, Bob.
Victor, have you seen Stay Tuned?
I have not seen that movie or heard of it for that matter. What is it, show or
What?
movie? I know. Fuck. What? Did I
Oh
just rip
no,
it off?
it's okay. Not
Ah!
not really. No, 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 no. Wait.
What?
This is a John Ritter film from I want to say 1992,
I
and
love John Ritter.
you gotta see this movie.
I
John
gotta see this
Ritter
movie.
and his wife get sucked
Rest
into
in peace.
a satellite dish that's actually evil. And so they, instead of going sucked into movies, they get sucked into these evil versions of channels. So there's like evil version of Wayne's World. There's an evil Tom and Jerry. And so they basically hop from like one channel to another, you know. I mean, like the Waxworks movies kind of do that a little bit.
Mhm.
But look, I'm not saying you ripped anyone off here. This is like this is fertile ground, you know. Like this
It
sounds
is.
amazing. I kind of
Oh,
was under
thank
the
you.
impression that the the villains got taken out of the movies and were brought into like modern day. But you're saying that the people go into the movies.
Yeah, what you just said sounds so much better, and I should have thought of that. But
But did you guys finish filming it?
yeah, it's finished being. It's just we're editing it still, but yeah. Really quickly, the monsters coming out of the movie sounds like Terror Tunes. Have you ever seen that one?
I haven't actually. I think
Dude, you've never seen Terror Tunes?
I know,
Uh,
I know.
it, it's one of my favorites, dude. It's sort of an inspiration for this movie in a way.
Okay.
Joe Castro, who made the film, he still makes special effects for movies, and he still directs and acts in horror movies. He's been doing it for like 30 plus years.
Okay.
Um, but he made Terror Tunes in the early 2000s, and he did it with like 10 to 15 grand. And it's about like this demented evil cartoon that these children go watch, but they're like 30 something, and they go put the DVD in, and the monsters come into real world, into their world.
Sure.
And yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and it's great. And I love that movie. I think it's awesome. There's four of them.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, I've only seen the first two though, and they're both awesome. So I can
So
only, yeah.
I'm a little confused because if I'm not mistaken, Terror Toons is a full moon film, right?
Uh,
Franchise?
no, it's not. Um,
Oh,
Not to my
okay.
knowledge. It was Brain Damage Films.
Oh, what?
Full Moon, yeah, Full Moon has something similar. Maybe it's Evil Tunes was Full Moon, maybe,
Maybe. Yeah.
maybe.
Look,
Uh,
I'm gonna level with you here. I was gonna use that as a segue into trauma. It's
oh,
like, because I thought you were a fan of trauma.
I am a fan of Trauma and
Yeah.
and Full Moon for that matter, so it works out.
Okay. Which one's better though?
Which is better?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dude. Oh, um, it's almost like
I can cut it out if you don't want to, if you don't want.
no, no.
Okay.
It's so weird because are we talking like the quality of the films?
Just
Or
what rules more?
it, it all rules, man. I think they're probably it's almost neck and neck because
Okay.
I grew up with like Puppet Master, and who didn't though?
Right.
Like I remember being like 8 years old and seeing the Puppet Master films and just being so scared. And
Right.
I grew up also with the Toxic Avenger too, though, because like the
Yeah.
Toxic Crusaders was my shit as a child, and I really I don't know, man. They're both like they both genuinely have such bangers and like such relevance to my life. Trauma has a lot of misses, but so does Full Moon, and they also
Oh,
have
yes, they do.
and they all have such like stinkers, but they also have such like classic movies that you cannot deny. So I mean, they're both very similar in that degree. I'd have to
Yeah.
call it a tie, honestly.
So for me, I've only really seen like 5 trauma films. I barely know trauma.
Mm,
So for you being a trauma aficionado and having like a personal connection with Lloyd Kaufman as he has a small role in Hellmare, give me
yeah.
your like top 5. Like if someone hasn't experienced trauma yet, the top 5 that they've got to see.
Mm. Toxic Avenger 4, Citizen Toxie, Poultrygeist. My favorite of all time trauma movie is called Terror Firmer. Love that movie. I put it.
Oh,
You ever seen that one?
that one sounds familiar. Actually, maybe I did see that.
You should make sure you have because it's about filmmaking and they're making a horror movie and like people are getting murdered on the set and it's almost like a love letter to his Lloyd Kaufman's like notion of make your own damn movie turned into a film about making your own movie and then like people getting murdered and stuff and it's just super zany and it's got like a almost sleepaway camp vibe and it's
Okay.
it's super off the wall and I'd probably give it to Terra Firmer, but there's also like just really like Tromeo and Juliet is crazy, and that
Okay.
started a
I
lot of
have seen
people's
that
careers.
one. Yeah. I have seen that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
top five is tough because I could keep going,
One
but
more. One more. I think you said 4, right? So one
that
more.
was for you could say Mother's Day, the original Mother's Day, which is Lloyd Kaufman's brother wrote that film. I don't think he directed it, but it's Charles Kaufman. That one's cool and super inspirational to a lot of other movies that came out after. So I'd probably say Mother's Day.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So what is it about trauma films though that's made such a big imprint on you? Because it seems like in a way, maybe your films are kind of like following in the lineage of trauma Trauma's legacy, lineage of
Yeah,
legacy.
yeah, I think so. Only in the sense that like Lloyd is super inspirational to people that want to do their own thing, not just make movies, but just art in general. He's super gung ho about doing the things that you want to do in your life, and I've always wanted to make movies. So I think the reason it's important to me is because I've always wanted to do this, but never had the like foresight or the knowledge or the money. But then you watch something that Trauma does, or or just the spirit of like him talking about it, just about filmmaking in general, is super pivotal to me and makes me want to go do stuff with my life, even if I'm not good at it, or even if we don't have money, or even if we don't have uh, real actors or anything, which is what I think Trauma does. It makes people out of, it gives people chances and opportunities and stuff to grow and make a career out of what they're doing. And I don't think anyone's going to make a career out of what we're doing, but it gave me enough of a motivational push to want to do it. And so here I am, I guess. I'm not a filmmaker. I just like am making films. You feel me?
I mean,
And I would have to.
it's a real semantics kind of issue there, but I
It
see what
is.
you mean. Yeah.
How about this? Like, some people can teach some people something, but are they a teacher? It's just like, or are they just showing them the thing that they know? You know what I mean? The semantics of
Okay.
it they are real, and I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make a career out of doing this. I'm just doing it for fun. Like, I'm not making movies to like break out or
Yeah.
anything. I'm not making movies to make money or sell stuff. I mean, it'd be nice to
Yeah.
sell some stuff to like get people to watch the movie and shit, but
I think then you're approaching it from an authentic place, because you're doing it because you want to do it, because you're passionate, right?
well, thank you.
So, yeah, no, I mean that's basically how I look at what you basically just said. You don't see yourself as a filmmaker because you just make films and you don't really think of yourself as that's what you do. You don't really
Mm,
apply a label to it, but somehow you okay. So you've actually made 4 films now, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still editing one of them. It kind of got pushed to the wayside because we went really gung ho on Hellmare. So we made a second found footage movie that we filmed in 3 days, and we're still working on it like tangentially, but we put it
Okay.
to the side because we wanted to really focus on Hellmare because it's our first feature length movie. Um, so yeah, we did a found footage movie called Cruel, the Cross Village Encounter, which is
Hmm.
about like a little Michigan legend. And then we did Blood Gorge almost right after that. And then we did Cruel, Last House on Morrow Road, which is another Michigan legend. And then we did Hellmare. So we did all of that within 2 years, but one of them's still being edited. Well, I guess two of them are still being edited between that and Hellmare, but
Okay.
uh, it'll come out eventually. We'll probably just put it out ourselves, that one. But I'm hoping for
Yeah.
something a little bit more legitimate for Hellmare.
Sure.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
I mean, it does seem like the most ambitious, right? And as you said, it's the like the more like well, okay. 40 minutes, is that a feature at that point? It's a short long or a long short.
For which one? Because
Blood Gorge, Blood Gorge.
Blood Gorge, yeah, that one. I mean, it did get some distribution, but yeah, it's short. We wanted it to be an hour, but we filmed that one in less than 4 days too. So it's
Oh,
just
wow.
like, yeah, we just been doing like long weekends on stuff. The first movie we did was 3 days, well, filmed in 3 days, and then Blood Gorge was like almost 4 days, full 4 full days, and then Cruel 2 was also a 3 day thing. It was just like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing, and then Hellmare took us like 13 days. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah, it's a little bit more beefed up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of getting the sense that in those 13 days, you didn't sleep whatsoever because, like, Blood Gorge was 4 days and it didn't really feel like it. It actually felt like a lot more labored. in a way. Like it was a lot, like had a lot of great pickup shots. The effects looked fantastic, and there was a lot of different locations and stuff. So the fact that you did that in 4 days, I'm pretty impressed.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am very excited about how it came out, Blood Gorge, but it's just one of those things that we slapped together, but it came out better because we took our time with editing it. You know, my brother,
Mhm.
he spent all his time editing it, so it's not like it's just as much his movie as it is mine or ours. But my brother Vince has been working on this stuff with me since Blood Gorge. So he did the last three with me, but I did the first thing on my own, and he's better at it than me. So,
No, no,
and
it's you guys are like the Safdies or something, you know, like the Safdie
oh
brothers.
yeah,
Yeah.
except worse. Like the Safdie brothers
Well, yeah.
they make art, you know.
Well,
We make
they've been making films for like 20 years, you know. You
yeah.
and 20 years from now, you could be making like the slasher version of Good Time.
You
Dream big.
know, I love Good Time. I love I mean I love Uncut Gems too, but I'm really excited for both of their new movies individually. Like they
Hmm.
split off and a little bit, and I'm really looking forward to their new stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I hear you. I have a weird question though. Is
can't wait.
Vincent, that's your brother? Is he your
Yeah.
twin brother?
No, we're 2 years apart.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I got like a weird twin brother vibe from that.
Yeah. No, dude, some people say that. Some people think that we are twins, and then some people think that we don't look anything alike. They're like, "That's your brother, dude?" Like,
Oh,
it's so
okay.
weird. It's like a weird divisive thing when people meet us together. They're like, "You guys are brothers?" Like, someone will always say that. It's very strange. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
and then some people are like, "Yeah, dude, they look exactly alike." And I think sometimes we do look alike, and then sometimes we just look like this, I guess. I don't know.
Is he in any of the movies though? Because you've been in most of them, right?
I've been in all of them. And
Okay.
not because I'm good at acting, but because it's just fun and I want to hang out with my friends and be a part of this thing with them.
Hmm.
Um, but he's in Cruel 2 for a split second because he's behind the camera as himself in that movie. But
Okay.
but then there's like just a 10-second shot when it switches to my camera view and he's in it for a minute. But outside of that, it's just his like voice for the most part. But
Okay.
yeah, it's just been a fun like little thing, just trying to throw each other into the movie or like all our friends and stuff
Hmm.
into these stupid movies. The casts have been growing exponentially since Cruel 1.
Well,
And
yeah, with Hellmare, your aim was to get some more big name actors involved. Like, did you manage to get anyone? I know Lloyd Kaufman has a small role.
yeah, no, we don't really have any real actors. There's one guy in the Detroit area. His name is Dale Dobson. He has like a shit ton of credits on IMDb and stuff, and he's a Screen Actors Guild actor as of recently, and he's been in a lot of stuff. My claim to fame with Dale is that he's a bit character in an episode of Detroiters on Netflix,
Oh, okay.
starring yeah, he's like a doctor in an episode or something.
Oh,
And he's
cool.
like on it for a split second, but having him in our movie means that we're like 1 degree removed from Tim Robinson, which like
Hell
makes my
yeah.
heart so full, dude.
Okay.
Um,
Crazy.
yeah, he does shows, he does movies, he does shorts, he does a lot of stuff, you know, and he's probably the most legitimate person in this film, besides Lloyd. But I'd have to relook over our cast. It's probably like 15, 16 people total in the entire movie. I'm probably
Okay.
lying. Between 15 and 20. But
Okay. Huh. That's a
yeah,
lot of people. That's
it's
good.
yeah. Yeah, and it's mostly our friends, and it's like I mean, it's only our friends really, and like we'll work with people and become friendly with them, and we'll be like, "You want to be in in this next movie we're doing?" And they're like, "Yeah," and then they become like more entwined with our gang, and then now
Mm.
we have more people to hang out with on our birthdays and stuff.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, it's just been cool. Like my wife Laura, she worked with this girl Madison at a restaurant, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you know, we need girl to be this vampire person in the movie. Can you ask your friend Madison? And I've only met her like once before. And she's like, yeah. So now we're all like better friends and we hang out and shit because she was in our movie. So it's just kind of like, it's like spanned a little bit. It's just,
Mm.
you know, you just become friendly with people and then you ask them to be in your movie and then they say yes if you're
Mm.
lucky.
And your wife Laura, that's her name, right? Laura.
Mhm.
She's in a lot of the films as well, right?
Yeah, she's in all of them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's in the beginning of Blood Gorge and she gets killed early on. She's like the first woman to be killed. Is that right?
Yeah, that
Okay,
is right.
gotcha. Okay, that's who I thought maybe was your wife because she's in the video with you and Lloyd Kaufman at the convention.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay,
That was the
gotcha.
first time. Yeah, she'd met her Lloyd for the first time at that event, but I'd met him like 10 other times at other cons and stuff, and we just like been in touch.
Cool.
But he like fell in love with Laura, and it was like easier to get him on board when I was like, oh dude, listen, Laura and Kate, they're gonna be
Okay.
in the movie. You gotta be in it. And he's like, all right, So they
Oh.
kind of helped sell that. Yeah, our special effects person, Kate, my best friend,
Hmm.
she's known Lloyd for just as long as me, but he fell in love with her to a degree. Like he's always like every time we're like we're hanging out or whatever, we're at a con, he'll instantly recognize her and be like, "Oh my God, Kate!" And
Okay.
yeah, it's always just been like I'm just like chopped liver on the side, which is totally fine.
Oh.
It's cool, bro. It's it
You know,
makes sense.
it's funny that you say that because I feel like I noticed that in the end of the video, you kind of go to like put your arm around Lloyd and like just goes and hugs your wife.
Yeah, he's like, it's great. It's like I'd have it no other way, honestly.
You could
Fun.
have it another way if you, I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's fine. The way it is perfect.
Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, so the film is being edited.
Yes.
Do you have like a timeline of when it will be out?
Uh, I mean, we're really trying to get someone to want to put it out, and I kind of feel like it has to be someone either like reputable that has like some sort of name behind them, or no one at all. So, I mean, it'll probably be finished being edited in winter, so like a couple more months, but I don't know if it's going to be out then. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
if we can start pitching it to people and someone's interested, then hopefully sooner than later. But if it's just going to be like us putting it out on our own,
Mm,
then also maybe sooner than later. Who knows?
yeah.
I think it'd be probably a quicker process if we were putting it out by ourselves, just like throwing it on Tubi or whatever, and just making our own Blu-rays and shit. But it'd be cool if someone wanted to take a look at it and find it worthy of distribution, because I've seen a lot of piece of shit movies that got like some really decent distribution. So
Yeah, tell
I
me
don't.
about it.
You feel me? I know you know. Um, I don't think Hellmare is a piece of shit, which is awesome. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here and say it's the best movie ever, but like it's something I'm actually proud of, and it's really hard for me to ever say about anything I do. So I really have like some sort of faith in this coming out and being like a fun movie that people want to watch more than once potentially. I could be way fucking off. Who knows? It's not finished yet. So what do I know?
Yeah,
But
yeah. No, but you got to believe in what you're doing, and I don't know.
yeah,
The concept sounds fantastic, so I don't see
thank
why
you.
people wouldn't want to watch that to some degree. Do you have do you have like a wish list or like dream companies, that you think might even be in reach somewhat?
Yes and no, but like the thing is, like I'm not trying to make money. I just want people to see it, and I just want
Totally.
it to be out there. If a couple thousand people could see it, like I kind of feel like a couple thousand people have seen Blood Gorge. The video, like on when we had it on YouTube, it had like 4,000 views, and I
Okay.
sold a couple DVDs, and I know another company sold a couple hundred, and I know another company sold a couple hundred. So it's like it's gotten seen by a couple thousand people,
Nice.
which isn't like, yeah, which is like I guess something to like pat your back for.
Totally.
But and that's not like me jacking off or anything. I'm just saying, like, if we can do that on our own, I think we could do it again. But I'd like it to be, just seen a little bit more by a couple
For
other
sure.
people.
Yeah.
And with the way streaming is these days, Bob, I don't know how
Yeah.
you feel about it, but like, I watch a lot of Tubi. I don't know how you are, but
Uh,
you can say no. You can say no. I have a massive physical media collection as well. I watch my DVDs and my Blu-ray and sometimes my tapes, but like, is like, I don't like streaming services that have ads and stuff. I kind of feel like we're punished to death with ads and advertisements and just like nonsense.
yeah.
And so that's the problem. If we were to put it out ourselves, it'd probably be on one of those platforms that have ads. And I don't really want that. I almost
No.
want it to be picked up by somebody so it can get onto like the shutters of the world, the ad-free streaming sites of the world.
Well,
Not that
why don't you just say Shutter then?
well, I mean, I would say Shutter, it'd be great,
Yeah.
but I just because they have like that built-in like fan base, and
Hmm.
it's got some really good stuff, and it's got some really not so good stuff, and I think we're right in the middle, and so it'd be cool to just be on a platform that is like a horror thing that doesn't pander to the lowest common denominator, and
Sure.
I don't know. It'd be cool just to get it like on a legitimate physical release that isn't just someone. How do I say it? Who I don't know if I could write a lot of names. I have a few, but they just sound so auspicious that it's like that's ridiculous, dude. Why'd you even say that on
Yeah.
a podcast?
No, dream big.
So yeah,
Dream big. I'm
dream
giving you
big. I
permission.
mean, well, uh, Arrow Video has put out some small budget movies, and
Hell
I
yeah.
own a handful of them that are just like independent movies that got a run of like 3 or 5,000 Blu-ray, and it'd be cool to have 3 or 5,000 of Hellmare out there.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that we're probably even going to like land anywhere close to that, but there are these possibilities out there for other people. It'd be
Yeah.
nice to include my our mental strained hard work into the nebulous of other people's hard work. If other people can
Yeah.
do it, maybe we can too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's, a healthy goal to have, a healthy mindset, to think, well, you're still editing it and dream big, and yeah, it makes sense as well to like want a distribution company to basically like reach out further than you could ever, you know what I mean? Especially
Yeah,
if you get someone like Shutter or Arrow, they're basically like
yeah,
vouching for the product. They're saying, "Well, we
right.
decided to put it out. You've trusted everything that we put out so far." And
Mhm.
yeah, I think that makes sense. So, yeah, and like I keep saying like it's such a cool concept, and Blood Gorge was like so much fun and felt like, okay, I want to see where you guys go next after this. You know what it was? Like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it, but it was that
Spoil it.
um well, like the final like girl that's killed in the film,
Yeah.
seeing her like burnt face on the ground, I was just whoa, holy shit. Like that really, really kind of made an impact.
Awesome.
I was just like, okay, this movie, they're not fucking around here. I mean, they are fucking around in a way, which actually
We
brings
were.
me something I wanted to ask you about, because like the name of your company is RFN Pictures, which stands for Real Fucking Nightmares, and you have a tagline which is "fuck you." And I think I wanted to know, like, has that worked out like 100%? Like, have people been kind of like, what is up with your tagline?
What in Hellmare? Like when it's like Hellmare.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Dude, I've watched the trailer with a couple of groups of people. Like we had it played at a few screenings of stuff. And anytime the trailer's on and it's like, fuck you, like everyone cracks up. And I think
Okay.
it's
Okay.
yeah, I'm like, that's what I wanted. I don't want anyone to be mad or upset. I think it's hilarious. I was just like, if I was watching a movie and it told me to fuck myself, like that would be the funniest shit ever. So I
Hmm.
just thought it was hilarious. I can't think of anyone who would be offended by that. That would be I'd like to meet that person if that's the case, because like
Yeah,
especially after watching 2 minutes of the goofy ass trailer that preceded the insult, it's just like, how could you
yeah.
be mad about that?
If
But
it,
uh, mhm,
but if Arrow came up to you and said, we'll distribute the film for you, but you got to lose
you
the
gotta cut
you,
that.
yeah.
I'd be like, fuck you. I'd say,
Nice,
I'd,
nice.
I'd throw the contract in their face, dude. Their $1
Okay.
million contract.
I appreciate that. You have integrity. I love that.
You know, I'd like to think so to a degree. Yeah,
Well, Victor, we do have to keep this one short,
that's
but
totally
I
fine.
think what needs to happen is on top of you figuring out your internet situation,
Nah.
Hellmare comes out, Shutter or Arrow puts it out, it blows up, and then I send you an email inviting you back on, and it ends up in like your junk mail, and then I bug you for a couple weeks, and you end up coming back on, and we talk for a longer period about we really get to the bottom of this whole farting every time you come business.
Right, right. The
Yeah,
nitty gritty.
the nitty gritty, or
Mhm.
the nutty grubby.
The, can't wait.
Okay. But anyways,
Mhm.
let's do this questionnaire. I'll let you go on your
Sweet.
way. But before we do the questionnaire, is there anything else you want to plug? You've got RFN Pictures, you got Hellmare on the way. On your YouTube site, people can see all the trailers for everything. Can they watch your movies on Tubi?
Yeah, you can watch Cruel the Cross Village Encounter on Tubi, and you can watch Blood Gorge for free on Fossum. And Cruel 2 will be coming out soon. Hellmare will be coming out soon. Stick around.
Okay, sounds good. Questionnaire time. What is one
Let's
item you
go.
can Oh, what is one item you can't live without?
Item, non-phys like non-sentient.
Whatever you want.
Ah, oh shit. Halloween.
Okay, like the
It's an
day.
all encompassing thing. Yeah,
All encompassing. Okay, like
I know. I'm a dog broccoli. Next.
okay. What was the last great movie you saw in theaters?
Last great movie.
You saw in theaters.
Yeah, we saw Caught Stealing, Darren Aronofsky movie. That was really good. Uh, we saw him recently. It didn't live up to my expectations, but that's
Mm,
my fault for having expectations. Um,
yeah,
we
how
go
dare
like
you?
twice a week, I know.
Oh, sweet.
Uh, yeah, we go to the movies all the fucking time.
That's important.
Um, I mean, it kind of is, but also it kind of feeds into this like Hollywood bloodbather situations, which,
Mm,
we could go on forever about that. But
okay.
you know, but yeah, Caught Stealing was pretty good though. That's a good one.
Okay, let's stick with that. What was the last
Mhm.
great concert you went to?
Yeah, one of my favorite punk bands, Boys Night Out, was awesome in Detroit.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Okay.
love those guys.
Yeah, I used to listen to them when I was growing up.
Used to, I might still be growing up, honestly. Like
Okay,
that's my
okay.
Boys Night Out and Bear vs. Shark we saw recently, both awesome bands. Oh my God. Me, my wife, and Brandon, who's in Hellmare, we all saw Hoobastank for some reason like 2 weeks ago. That was funny. They sounded amazing though. They sounded
Oh,
really
okay.
good. Yeah, they
Wow.
were really tight, really good musicians, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only knew like 3, 4 songs, but they put on a pretty good show. They sounded great.
Cool.
So let's go with
Mm.
Hoobastank.
Hoopa stank. The reason is you.
The reason is them.
What was the last great book you read?
Last great book. I'm still reading Alien Interview by Matilda McElroy, and it's not very great, but
Okay.
last great one. I'm currently reading Need to Know. That's a good one.
Okay.
Uh, filled with just historical events and factualities, if you will. But I think it's Timothy Good. Need to
Okay.
Know. It's this alien shit is real. You're gonna all be hearing about it soon. If anyone's watching this, fucking look it up, dude, because they're coming. But anyways,
Okay.
need to know. They're pretty good. So let's go with that.
Okay.
They're coming back
Uh,
anyway.
okay. For his final meal, John Wayne Gacy picked KFC chicken, shrimp, and strawberries. For your final meal before being executed, what would you pick?
Uh, just like a gallon of guacamole and a bunch of bean burritos.
Any drink?
That
Dessert?
uh, maybe a diet cola,
Okay.
perhaps. But dessert? No, I mean, no, I don't know. Not a big. I mean, I like dessert, but it's not like
It's not.
these are
It's not.
fun questions. They're not about films. Like I wasn't expecting like food questions, dog. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um, uh, who doesn't like a good pumpkin pie? You
There
know what I'm
you
saying?
go.
Like
Tis the
that's my
season.
dessert. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Final
Mhm.
question.
Oh my God.
Can art go too far?
That is that's such a good question. Um, it's nuanced. I would have to say yes and no, but as a whole, objectively, no. But on the front of what is societally acceptable, yes. To me, probably not.
Okay.
It's all independent of the person that's absorbing the art. I don't think there are limitations that should be set on any medium of artwork, whether it be painting, writing, filming, music. Like there shouldn't be any kind of limitations, but there are societal and moral taboo that could genuinely upset a lot of people. And if we're talking about the majority of people, then yes, art can go too far. But for me, I would say probably not. I don't know. I think I'd be hard pressed to be offended by anything really. So no.
So for you, no, but for society,
Yeah,
potentially
there.
yes. Okay.
I mean, it
It's
happens all the time. The art is
yeah.
censored all the time. So yeah, apparently it can for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
for me, no. For my wife, no. You know, for rational, sane people, I would think that anyone who is of the age of being like able to appreciate any kind of art form, there should be probably zero limitations on it. But what do I know?
Well, you know how to make a film.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I do. And I'm excited to
Wow.
see how much knowledge has been acquired for this
Yeah,
next feature that will be coming out hopefully soon. But
yeah.
soon enough that because it's been picked up by your dream distributor.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Victor. Okay,
Yeah,
well you've finished the questionnaire. Gonna get you back on sooner than later. And
sure, Bob.
yeah, that's all she wrote, as they say. All right, man.
Cool, dude.
Have a good
Well,
night.
yeah, you too, dude. We'll
Yeah,
talk soon for sure.
yeah. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, dude. Happy October 1st, bro.
Yeah. All right. See ya.